Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on my top current foundations. So first things first, I want to address the new change of hair. As you guys have probably guessed, I've chopped my hair off. I've gone for the lob, which I know is really fashionable at the moment. It's kind of like long at the front and short at the back. And I absolutely am obsessed with it. When I first got it cut, it was such a different look for me and I was like, I'm not sure if I like it, but the more that I'm styling it and the more that I'm getting used to it, I'm really loving it, and my hair feels in such better condition. Because I don't know if you guys know, but before I started my YouTube channel a couple of years ago, I had really bleached blonde hair, and I think it was like from all the over bleaching it throughout the years, it just made it really dead and it just wasn't in a really good state underneath. I used to wear my Foxy Locks extensions, which I still do if I really want a long hair day, but I just absolutely love the condition of it. It feels so soft and shiny, and yeah, it just feels like really chic and sophisticated with it. Anyway, enough about my hair and let's get on with this video. So a little bit about my skin type before I get into this video, because I think it is essential for you guys to know what my skin is like before I start going more in depth with these foundations. But my skin type is combination. I tend to get the most oily around my nose and also on my chin as well. The rest of my face can tend to be a little bit dry sometimes, but overall it's probably more normal type skin, I would say. So the type of foundations that I look for when I buy them is something that's going to last a long time, also control my oils, and also give a really nice flawless look to the skin, because I don't like that cakey look. I like the skin to look more natural, but obviously really radiant and luminous, but just to cover up all of the redness. So to start off, I'm going to be showing you a mixture of high-end foundations and also a mixture of drugstore foundations, because you guys probably are the same as me, where you don't want to splurge the cash on a really good foundation unless you know it's really good quality, where there are some drugstore alternatives which are pretty much the same sort of level as the high-end ones. So I do want to include them as well, just in case you are on a budget and you don't want to spend obviously the money that you would in a higher end foundation. So that being said, I am going to be starting off by showing you my favourite drugstore foundation. So this one is the Loreal True Match. I feel like everyone has been talking about this foundation recently because it is such a good foundation for the money. It is very inexpensive, so it's about £11 or £12, which I think is very affordable for a good quality foundation. This foundation, I would say, is probably medium to full coverage, and I use this on the days where I want more of a fuller coverage foundation and I want something that's really going to be long wearing, because I find with this foundation it lasts such a long time on me, but I always feel like I don't get super oily with this foundation. It gives a really nice, beautiful, luminous look to the skin. I love using a beauty blender with this, but I also love using a kabuki brush just to blend it out as well if I wanted more of a fuller coverage. And again, this is buildable, so for me I always just go in with one light layer all over the skin, and then I just add a little bit more on the areas where I feel that I need more coverage. So again, I absolutely love this foundation, and it's very inexpensive and a good quality drugstore foundation. So the next affordable foundation is also by L'Oreal, and this is the Lumi Magique. When my skin is on a good day, when I don't have as much noticeable blemishes, I will go for this because it's not as full coverage as the True Match, but again it is buildable if you wanted a little bit more fuller coverage. But I always find that I use this on the days where I want my skin to look like skin and I'm not like being masked in foundation. I wouldn't say it controls my oils fantastic, like as good as a True Match, but I normally find that I gravitate towards this the most in the winter months because my skin is a little bit more on the dry side and I don't get as oily as I do in the summer months, so I can get away with wearing this foundation. This foundation is a light infusing foundation, so it's going to give a really nice and luminous radiant look to the skin, which again I absolutely love. It's a foundation that I'm wearing today and I absolutely think it looks fantastic on camera, and I feel like if you just want one of those days where you don't want a super flawless look but you just want to look more radiant and glowy, I would definitely recommend this foundation for that. So the next affordable foundation I'm going to be showing you is this one by EX1 invisiwear, and I purchased this quite a while ago. As you can tell, I've nearly run out, which is really upsetting because I need to go and purchase another one, but I absolutely love this foundation. I believe this was used on Kylie Jenner in one of her recent events, and her makeup artist used this on her skin and her skin just looks absolutely immaculate. So I know this foundation was specifically designed for more yellow skinned people, so I don't know if they've recently come out with more of a pink toned foundation foundations to suit more fairer and pink toned people, but although I'm really fair, I have got a lot of yellow to my skin, so I can get away with wearing this foundation. I've got it in the shade F100, which I believe is one of the lighter ones that you can get. So it is a very full coverage foundation, but it doesn't break me out whatsoever. I tend to gravitate towards this if I have really bad breakouts or I just wanted more fuller coverage foundation, but again, it's not going to make the situation 10 times worse. It does look like your skin, but just on a really, really good day. So it evens out all of your blemishes and your uneven skin tone. So it's actually got light diffusing properties in this foundation, so it detracts away from any lines or wrinkles or imperfections on your skin. So it gives a really nice full coverage, flawless look to the skin. Again, this is very lightweight wearing and very long wearing as well. I feel like I can put this on in the morning and my skin looks as good as it did when I first applied it. But I would recommend this foundation if you are on a budget and you wanted more of a full coverage foundation. So now moving on to higher end foundations. The first one I'm going to be showing you is by Dior, and this is the Forever foundation. I feel like there's not much hype around this foundation as there should be, because this foundation is absolutely fantastic, at least in my opinion anyway. I stumbled across this while I was shopping for makeup, as you do, and I just picked this up by chance. I wasn't looking to purchase this foundation or anything, but I just picked it up and tried it on the back of my hands, and I really loved the formula of it. It completely mattified my skin, which I thought was absolutely amazing. So I thought on the days where I get more oily, and especially in the summer months when you wanted a little bit more of an oil controlling foundation, this would be perfect for it. So I took it home and tried it, and I absolutely loved it. Not only does it last a very long time on me, it controls my oils brilliantly, but I wouldn't say it controls it all day long. I don't think there's any foundation out there that is a miracle product that's going to stop the oils coming through, because you do need to blot every now and again, but this I could probably go a good 4 to 6 hours without blotting my face. So I'm definitely going to be using this foundation in the summer months where it's a lot more hotter and you want more of a full coverage long wearing foundation. It looks great on camera as well. I've used this in a couple of my recent tutorials. I'll leave the links right here if you want to go and check it out and see how it looks on my skin. So if you are on the fence for this foundation and you are looking to purchase it but you didn't know whether to splurge, I would definitely splurge if you definitely have more oily skin. So I think this controls the oils and really mattifies the skin, so I would highly recommend purchasing this if you do have oily skin. So now moving on to another favourite of mine, and this is the Este Lauder Double Wear. This has been one of my holy grail foundations for absolutely years now. I absolutely love this, especially in the summer months when I get really oily and sweaty and you want something that's really going to stay on your face. This is your baby. I swear this lasts a very, very long time on me. Back in the days where I used to be a bit of a party animal, I used to apply this before a night out and wake up in the morning. I know it's really bad going to sleep with your makeup on, but back in the day I did used to do it, and honestly I would wake up in the morning and my skin would still look incredible. So it's such a full coverage foundation. So if you guys don't like that foundation look to your skin, I wouldn't recommend purchasing this, but they do a lighter version. So it's exactly the same properties as this foundation, but it provides a lighter coverage to your skin, so you guys might feel that you like that a bit better. I absolutely love both the foundations, but this one is probably my more go-to foundation if I'm going out for a night and I really wanted that flawless look to the skin and also a lot of longevity as well. And in saying that, it controls the oils fantastic as well. I feel like I don't have to blot as much when I'm wearing this foundation. Only negative I will say with this foundation is that it does give a really bad white cast when using flash photography, so I wouldn't recommend this for using this on camera or if you're taking lots of selfies on a night out or anything like that. So I just don't think it looks as true as it does in real life, so I would tend to steer away from this foundation if I know that I'm going to have my photos taken or if I'm going on camera or anything like that. But again, in saying that, I absolutely think it's a fantastic foundation for oily skin, and it's a very, very long wearing foundation as well. So the next high-end foundation is this one by Makeup Forever, and this is the Ultra HD Stick Foundation. This is a cream-based formula, and again, it's in a stick form, so you can just swipe it onto the skin and blend it out with a beauty blender or a brush, and you just get a really nice flawless application to the skin. I wouldn't necessarily say this foundation is fantastic for oily skin. I would say if you've got more normal to dry skin, you will absolutely love this foundation. I do feel that when I am having an oily day, it can separate on my nose and my chin when my oils start to come through, but if I'm having a really dry skin day, which I can do, especially in the winter months, so this foundation is absolutely fantastic. It's super hydrating and it provides a really nice dewy look to the skin. So I've used used this foundation on a few clients recently and their skin just looks absolutely amazing. It looks fantastic on camera, so I would highly recommend this for like a wedding or a special event you've got to go to that you know that you're going to be on camera, you're going to be taking lots of selfies or anything like that, because I think this foundation looks exactly the same way in photography than it does in real life. It just provides a really nice luminosity to the skin and it's super hydrating. I absolutely love this foundation. So now moving on to the last foundation, I am saving my favourite to last, and this one is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. And guys, foundations don't get much better than this. It is my baby. I love this foundation. This is an unbelievable foundation. I feel like I found the best foundation ever, and I don't know if anyone is ever going to top this for me. In my personal opinion, it is just absolutely incredible. It not only looks absolutely flawless and radiant on the skin, but it provides a really nice long wearing coverage, and it also controls my oil as well as being super hydrating on the skin. I would say it's a medium coverage, but again very buildable and very blendable, and when you put it on the skin you feel like you have nothing on your skin whatsoever, and your skin just looks radiant. It just feels like it's glowing from within. It's just such a beautiful finish on the skin. I love using this with a beauty blender. I have used it with a brush as well, but I feel with a beauty blender you just get a more of a flawless dewy look to the skin. So this has got a really silky texture, so it's really comfortable to wear on the skin. I would actually say it would suit most skin types as well, because I can get away with wearing this when my skin is more drier and also when my skin is more oily. So this is super long wearing as well. I've worn this for long periods of time and it honestly stays put on me. I absolutely love it, and I probably cannot sing its praises enough because it is one of my ultimate favourite foundations. So guys, that wraps up my current favourite foundations. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you want to see my favourite eyeshadows or my favourite lipsticks or any other makeup products that you guys want to see, leave it in the comments box and I can always do a video, because I love showing you guys what I love. So again, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please click the link right here and it will notify you of all of my upcoming videos. I post every Thursdays and Sundays. And again, if you're not following me on any of my social media and you want to come and see what I'm getting up to, I'm on Snapchat, I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that jazz, and it's all at Queen of Slap. I will leave the link right here so you can go and check me out. So again guys, I really hope that you enjoyed seeing my current favourite foundations, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!